Hello, this is Mr. Bacon Bits, and welcome back to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The story is finished. Hyrule is once again saved from the grasp of evil. But what if you're feeling like you just want to do more? Well, this video is here to show exactly what counts for completing everything in the game. There's quite a hell of a lot more to do than in Breath of the Wild, so you might be in for the long haul. At any rate, after beating the game, the last autosave made will have a star on it. I will show it right here. Load. You'll see the star right here. Continuing the game from this autosave will allow you to see completion trackers on a lot of things, such as the map, as you see right there, side quests, and even how many recipes you've discovered. Let me go ahead and do that. We've got 136 out of 228. Still got a lot, but yeah. Now to get into the gritty details, what counts towards map completion? Well, it's any permanent icons that appear on the map. This includes shrines, Korok seeds, like that, chasms, cave entrances, wells, light roots, device dispensers. You'll find a lot of these up in the sky. Zonai reliefs, which are for a specific quest. Ancient tablets, actually. Shops, towns, and stables. It also includes hidden location names, which only show up when you reach them. Having said that, I'll show a list of all locations and their general areas so you can cross-reference everything. If you're still not at 100% map completion after this, here's some cleanup tips. Assuming you already have all cave entrances and dwells found, make sure all side quests and side adventures are cleared, since some of them unlock bonus locations. For device dispensers, there are 3 on the surface, found by Terrytown, Kakariko Village, and the mini stable on the road leading to Gerudo Canyon. There are 2 device dispensers in the depths, one near the Death Mountain Chasm, and one at the Construct Factory inside the Left Leg Depot. The remaining dispensers are up in the sky, 25 total. Finally, and the last one I surprisingly overlooked, is the Smithing Construct. It's found in the depths inside the Spirit Temple, next to the one that gives you the quest about ancient blades. Talk to him and the icon will pop up. Moving on to shrines, we have 152 in total to find and clear. There's 120 on the surface and 32 in the sky. This is way too much to cover here, so I advise checking out the shrines videos that I've been releasing. Those will include all 31 shrine quests as well, which are quests specifically for finding or uncovering certain shrines. I did end up possibly overlooking one. I believe it is the White Bird's Guidance. I think I did overlook that one in the shrines videos. This is basically the only one though. You get this from Lesa at Rito Village. It helps you find a shrine. And yeah, that's basically it. If you've already done the shrine before getting this shrine quest, it'll just autocomplete when you talk to her. So anyway, one thing I will show off here is that there is a reward for clearing them all. And it is this thing right here, the Ancient Heroes Aspect. You will get this by being directed to the Ancient Temple of Time from the very beginning of the game. Wearing this turns Link into the ancient hero depicted on the tapestry, showing the war against the Calamity thousands of years ago, back in Breath of the Wild. If you want confirmation, Impa will actually tell you this if you talk to her while wearing this. It's curious, though, that it somewhat has similarities to a Zonai. Maybe he was part of the royal lineage? Or a different race entirely that became extinct? I don't know. Now for Koroks. Those damn Koroks. There's 1,000 seeds in total to find throughout the surface and sky. Again, I won't go over them here. I have videos for that specifically. But I will show you what you get for getting them all, if you have the patience for it. Yeah, this stupid thing again. Anyway, next is the light roots. They're spread all around the depths and are there to just light up the place. There's 120 of them in total, and if you get all of them, you get a key item that doesn't do anything, it's just there to show off. If you need a hint on finding light roots, keep in mind that the depths is a dark mirror of the surface. In other words, surface shrines and light roots are at the same location. Next is chasms and device dispensers. I'll show a map of where all of the chasms are because some of them are hidden. And because, you know, this in-game map is just filled too much with icons that it's going to be hard to see them. And for device dispensers, you just need to uncover them on the map for completion. I believe you don't have to figure out what all is... I believe you don't have to, like, reveal the entire list of what they drop. Now, for wells and caves, I'll show them on separate videos. Well, caves specifically. For the wells, I specifically showed a map of all of them in one of the side quests videos. Because finding all of the wells is indeed part of a side quest. So I figured I'd just include it there. Mostly because whatever is in wells is not... It's not really important enough to show. They're kind of like the secret grottos in the N64 Zelda games, where they're just like small underground rooms that maybe have one thing of note in them, like a treasure or some fish or stuff like that. It's actually kind of neat that it's a callback to those kinds of things, but yeah. Twilight Princess kind of has those as well. Anyway, enough about that. That's about it for map completion. Now for other aspects of completion, starting with armor pieces. There are 136 armor pieces in all, with many of them that can be upgraded by Great Fairies. I'll describe in short detail how to get each one and show the upgrade materials needed for each level. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to cover them in a separate video because listing off where every single piece of armor is located and showing the materials required to upgrade them it's going to take a while, man. This video is going to be detailed enough as it is, so yeah. Ignore any mention of me talking about armors in this video and just wait for the separate video. Sorry. There are several legendary weapons and shields hidden in the game. Most of them are tied to quests or marked by old maps except for two. Those would be the Hylian Shield and the Dusk Bow. You saw me getting the Hylian Shield on one of the previous story videos, but as a refresher, it's found by lighting the large beacon in the docks underneath Hyrule Castle. This is the strongest shield in the game, with 90 base defense and incredible durability. The Dusk Bow is also found at Hyrule Castle, but way up on the tallest spire in a hole. This has the longest range of any other bow in the game. I wouldn't worry about using them because after collecting a legendary weapon, you can obtain copies of them from bargainer statues found all around the depths. Which brings me to bargainer statues. You can trade pose you find in the depths to obtain armors and legendary weapons you've already picked up. I brought it up briefly in the armor section, but the more statues you find, the more dark and depths armor set pieces will become available to trade for. As you can see here, I found 4 of them so far. So, I will show a map of where you can find these bargainer statues. They're usually in the same spots as goddess statues from up above. Old maps and Sage's Wills. I've got old maps here, but I've already used up all of the Sage's Wills. Both are found in the skies. Old maps mark special treasure chests down in the depths that have armor or unique weapons, while Sage's Wills power up your Sage's Vows. There are 31 old maps and 20 Sage's Wills, but for details, I have separate videos for them. Auto-build is a very valuable tool, but what's even more valuable with it is finding schematics for existing constructs. These are schematics that I've obtained. These schematics take the form of 12 schema stones, which can be found throughout the depths, usually from Zonite Construct NPCs and at forges. There are some schema stones that are gotten elsewhere. And there are also 34 Yiga schematics, from Yiga bases strewn throughout the depths. I've got a separate video for these since it would just make this video extremely long otherwise. Speaking of forges, you can use those to trade Zonite for crystallized charges, which in turn are used at refineries at Lookout Landing or the Great Sky Island to increase your Zonai battery meter. The max the meter can be upgraded to is 16 full batteries, so if you want to use your elaborate constructions for longer periods, get to grinding. though this is from kind of a quest specifically, I figured I'd mention it here. You can unlock an alternative method of attack if you're unarmed. To do so, first obtain all the pieces of the Yiga armor, then wear them to allow access to the Yiga hideout under the Gerudo Highlands. Talking to the Blade Master inside, you'll be able to engage in a couple of challenges to earn Yiga fabric and the Earthwake manual. With this manual, you can hold the attack button when unarmed to charge, and release to punch the ground, unleashing a shockwave that hits a single nearby enemy, very similar to the attack Blade Masters can do. Pretty cool.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Again, smoothly moving to the next topic, there are a total of 51 paraglider fabrics to find, where you can change the paraglider's look with the dye shop at Hateno. A significant portion of them are amiibo exclusive, the rest of them are found by clearing certain quests and achieving various accomplishments. I won't really get into how to get them all here, so look for the video specifically for that. There are large amounts of overworld bosses found throughout the surface, skies, and depths. Speaking to Greylands at Lookout Landing, you'll get quests involving them and a way to track how many you have defeated. Ones that have respawned after a blood moon will have a note saying that you defeated them already when you encounter them, and defeating all of a specific boss type will get you a Medal of Honor. I won't list their locations here as I also want to show how to defeat them and that would take a while, but while on the subject of boss fights, the depths offer refights for all the temple bosses except for the possessed Minoru construct. These aren't part of Greyland's tracking, so I might as well show them here. The first defeat will net you a good amount of crystallized charges and enough for a single upgrade, and also unique materials to fuse to your weapons. Next, I figured I'd show what happens if you get all the bubble gems. The interim rewards are all from the armors segment, but here's what happens. Next up are horses. There's 6 unique horses you can find, catch, and take home to a stable, and I'll mention where to find all of them. A few of them are from quests such as the Golden Horse, the Giant White Horse, and the White-Black Spotted one. Fun fact about the Spotted one, once you catch it, you'll be able to find similar white horses with that spot design throughout Hyrule, just with different spot colors. Next is Epona, which is Amiibo exclusive. There's also this giant gray horse with red hair, tentatively called Ganondorf's horse by fans, over by the beaches near Hateno, which will require a really, really long ride to get to the nearest stable, like right around here. Finally is a white horse with golden hair, found at the very north end of the Akala region, which was Zelda's original white horse back in Breath of the Wild. Those last 2 horses I mentioned will not be in these locations if you already found them in Breath of the Wild and transferred them over to this game. On top of finding those special horses, there's also the case of Melania, and now being able to upgrade your horse's stats. To do so, you need to give Melania lots of fruit and veggie-based meals, and I'll show you what you need for each stat tier. Finally, just to top off all things horse-related, here's a list of Pony Points rewards. You can get them by discovering stables for the first time, anytime you register a horse, and anytime you sleep in their beds. The very final piece to this long video is the ability to build your own house. That's right. In order to unlock this, first you need to clear the Madison's Independence side quest. It's a really nice one, I recommend doing it regardless. Afterwards, speak with Ronson to buy the plot of land, and then Grantson to get started. Beware, it's pretty expensive to buy additional rooms and arrange them how you see fit, but these homes can be incredibly multi-purpose. In terms of building, you can only use 15 rooms as the max limit, but maybe you can figure out what layout works best for you. I'll end this off by showing off my own home. And these are all the things that count towards completion. I don't believe I missed anything, and it's up to you if you wish to do it all. This has been Mr. Bacon Bits, and the rest of what you'll see from me on this game are shrines, Koroks, and the other videos I mentioned here. See you guys later.